أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Most beneficent and the most merciful. My dear students, welcome again in Pakistan International School, Taif Kingdom of Saudi Arabia Virtual Learning System Session 2020. This is English for Grade 7, Guided English. Today is lecture number 13, lesson number 11, The Scholars and the Loin. Today we'll do inshallah reading and explanation and do the exercises. So we start with the reading. Okay, page number 59. You can see it from the screen. The Scholars and the Loin. This tale means story. This tale is taken from the Tiger's Whisker, a collection of Asian stories. It teaches us that learning is no use and indeed can be dangerous if one does not show wisdom in using it. The picture shows a little bit idea about the story. Here is a lion standing beneath a tree, and there are four people. One is at the top, and three are running. So there were once four men who were friends. Three of them were wise and learned in books and learned in books. But the fourth was not a scholar. All he had was common sense. It happened once that four men were talking to each other. They spoke of how nice it would be to travel to far off places and see something of the world. That what could our books if we don't go places and use our learning? One of them said. Yes. The other said, the learning we have is much too great to be used in this little village. So they prepared themselves with clothes and food and began their journey. And after a while, when they were trudging along the road, one of the three learned men declared, trudging means traveling, moving. I have been thinking three of us have spent our lives in study. We have sat up late at night reading by the light of our oil lamps until our eyes have closed with VNF. Now we are going out into the world to make our knowledge useful. With the things we have learned, we will become rich. Yet there is a fourth man with us, our unlearned friend, has the studied and prepared for this day. No, he cannot help us at all. Why should he come along and share our hard-earned good luck? So the fourth man was not learned man. Means he was not so much qualified, no, so much educated. He was not so much educated, but all he had was a common sense. And common sense is very important. And common sense is not common in common people. So the second scholar thought and answered, these are wise and just words. He turned to the unlearned man and said to him, good friend, you are no scholar. Please leave us and go home. The third scholar spoke. He said, no, this isn't right. He is no scholar as we all know, but he has been our friend since childhood. Let him come and share with us the great treasure we are going to discover through our wisdom. They finally decided that their unlearned friend could come along and share with them, even though he had nothing at all to offer but common sense. The four men continued their journey, traveling from place to place in search of wealth and fortune. They passed through a forest and came to a clearing where the bones of a dead lion were scattered on the ground. They stood looking at the bones of the dead animal. One of the scholars said, "See what a wonderful chance lies here before us. With these bones, we can test the value of our learning. Isn't our great scholarship able to bring this creature back to life? For my part, I can put together the bones of an animal, each in its right place." The second scholar, yes, the second scholar said, "I too have learning on this subject. I can cover the bones with flesh and blood and skin." And the third scholar said, "As for me, I can give this creature life and make it breathe." The fourth man, who was not no scholar at all, was humble and silent before such tremendous learning. So the first scholar put together the bones of the lion. The second scholar put a covering of flesh and skin over the lion and put blood in the body. Then the third scholar began the business of bringing the lion to life. At this moment, the fourth man, the fellow without any learning in his head, tried to stop them. He said, "My dear friend, think what you are about to do. This animal that you are bringing back to life is a lion. If, if you are successful, he will rise up and kill us all." The third scholar, busily using all his hard won knowledge, shouted, "What good is learning if it isn't used? He plead, I plead you, with you, think again." The fourth man said, "But if you are really determined to go through with it, at least wait until I have climbed a tree." He climbed up a tall tree and sat in the branches. Then the third scholar continued his work of bringing the dead lion to life, while the two other scholars stood close by, watching everything he did with greatest of interest. The third scholar stepped back and triumphed. "It is done," he exclaimed proudly. The lion opened its eye, switched all its tail nervously, and got to its feet. And then, without warning, it sprang upon the three learned men and killed them. The fourth man, the one who had never studied book, waited in the tree until the lion had gone away. Then he came down and returned alone to his village. So this is the end of the reading. Now you see how a man with a common sense uh, saved his life, and the qualified and educated people lost it uh, without common sense. Even they were warned by their friend, but he was, uh, they were not ready to listen to him because they thought we are educated and he is not educated. However, we should think whatever we do. So, page number 61, comprehension and vocabulary. Please focus on the screen, and these are the blanks, And here is the answer key. We'll find the blanks and we'll discuss. I will read it for you. Exercise A. Fill in the missing words or phrases. Three of the men were scholars. The first is the scholars, but the fourth had only common sense. Two blanks. The three scholars wanted to use their learning, so they decided to travel. After they had started, one of them pointed out that the fourth man was unlearned and asked why he should be allowed to share their good luck. But they finally decided that he should come with them. When they saw the bones of the lion scattered, this is scattered on the ground, they decided to put them together. Put them together, cover them with flesh. Flesh means the meat. Okay, cover them with flesh, blood, and skin, and give the animal life. The fourth man tried to stop them, but they were determined to test their learning. The ending of the story shows that common sense is more important than learning. Full stop. So, students, you will do the fill in the blanks and underline the uh, word given in the blanks. Do this in your notebooks. Exercise B, question answers. Answer these questions in complete sentences. Number one, the learning we have is much too great to be used in this little village. What do these words tell us about the three scholars? There is another word of opposite meaning used to describe the fourth man. Which word is that? It begins with H. Number two, what did the scholars hope to obtain with their learning? Number three, explain in your own words why the first and second scholar thought that the fourth man should not go with them. Number four, why did they finally decide to let him come? Number five, why did the scholar decide to bring the lion back to life? Number six, what was the big mistake they made? Number seven, what lesson do you think we can learn from this story? So these are the questions, boys. Write as boys and girls. Write the questions. First, write exercise B. Answer these questions. Write this, and then write question number one, and then write the answer from the answer key. Yes. Here we are. You can find every time the questions from here and the answers from here for these 7 questions. Number one, these words show how proud the three scholars were of their knowledge and learning. The opposite, which is used to describe the unlearned man, is humble. Number two, the scholars hope to obtain riches, wealth slash riches with their learning. Number three, the first and the second scholar thought that their unlearned friend should not accompany them. Accompany means to go with. Accompany them, as he had no right to take part in the riches that they had set out to acquire with their learning. Their friend had not worked hard to gain knowledge and thus would not be able to contribute to earning any treasure, whereas they had worked hard and would go so. Number four, the third scholar insisted that since he was their childhood friend, they should take him along and let him share the riches they would gain. Therefore, they finally let him come along. Number five, the scholar decided to bring the lion back to life because they saw it as an opportunity to test the value of their knowledge. They wanted to use the knowledge they had gained over the years. Number six, the three scholars should not have put life into the loin. If they had if they had to, then they should have climbed up the tree before doing so to keep themselves out of the lion's reach. Number seven, common sense is more important than knowledge. And if learning is practiced without using common sense, it can be harmful rather than useful. Also, pride should be avoided, and it is always advisable to listen to other people's points of view, no matter how unlearned he is. So, this was the end of comprehension and vocabulary. Now, let's move to the next section, that is language structure. Page number 61, language structure. 1 second. Yes. The simple present tense. I, you, we, they, the plural. So, students, there are two families. I, we, you, they, and the plurals. And the second one is he, she, it, and singular. Okay. So, I, we, you, they, the first family, we use the simple verb without s or es. Right, right. I write every day, once a month, twice a week. I play every day, once a month, like this. He writes every day. He plays. You see the difference of the verb. Now we'll see what is explained below. This is the simple present tense. We use it mainly for things that we do as habits. We come to school every day. He cleans his teeth every morning. He speaks English well. They often go there. It is also used for things that are always true. Two and two make four. The earth moves around the sun, like this. Let's move to the next page. There are other uses, but these are the most important. Exercise. Reply to these questions using simple present tense and adverbs and adverbial phrases like never, always, every day, every week, once a day, twice a day, three times a week. Example: when do you come to school? I come to school every day. This is the answer. So number two: when do you play hockey? I never play hockey. So when do you? Number one, these are the questions. The first part is this, and you have 15 questions. When do you clean your teeth? When do you go to sleep? When do you go get out of bed? When do you eat a meal? Okay, so these are the 15 questions. You will write these 15 questions in your notebooks, and if you look at the simple present tense of writing, you will see that an s is added after the after he, she, and it. He writes, she writes, it writes. Remember this when doing that. So this is s or es addition with the he, she, it. So these are the answers. I clean my teeth twice a day. I get up out of bed at 6:30 in the morning. So these are the 15 questions. I hope you can do. First, you see from the top the questions at page number 62, page 62, and here are the answers. Do it. Okay, this is not difficult. Let's not waste time in reading it. Just I want to finish all exercises today. Exercise B. Reply the questions to these questions. When does your father go to work? When does your mother prepare a meal? Okay, these are 9 questions. 3 common verbs are little different in simple present tense. I do, I have. I am. You do, you have, you are. He, she does. He, she has. He, she, and she has, and I, you, they have. Do, this, this is does, this is do. So this is the difference. These are the answers of these 9 questions. My father goes to work every day. My mother prepares a meal every afternoon. My teacher comes to school early in the morning. So these are the answers. Okay, write them and learn them, and read the text also. Exercise C. Exercise C. Change these sentences into singular. They do not come here often. He does not come here often. This is the example. The pupils have work to do. The pupil has work to do. So it was have and it has become has. So there are certain changes. These are exercise C contains 10 sentences. The players have colored shirts. The friends do not like swimming. My teacher have books to mark. Uh, so read all questions and the notes, and this is the answer key. Okay, I will read it for you. Okay, there are two possible answers. The player has colored shirts, or the player has colored shirt. Because a player have many shirts, there are two possible. We can make both the plural singular, or we can make anyone. My friend does not like swimming. My teacher has books to mark. So do these 10? Yes, 10. 10 question answers. Now exercise D. Complete these sentences by adding the simple present tense. Simple present tense by adding simple present tense of the verb given. You can tell her when she dash back, come. If you dash hard, you will do well, work. I shall not leave until the concert ends. So these are the answers we'll read. You can tell her when she comes back. Comes back. This is the calm. So the correct answer is comes. Number two, if you work hard, you will do well. Number three, I shall not leave until the concert ends. Okay. Number four, I will buy the paper as soon as you tell me how much you want. Number five, unless he acts quickly, it will be too late. So this is the end. Now page 63, spelling. Read rule number 6. Okay, the rule number 6 is at page 180. When the words all and full are used to make a longer word, only L is dropped. For example, always, altogether, although, almost, almighty. So this is the rule number 6. So add all the to the beginnings of these words together. Most, ways, though, ready, so, mighty. B. Add full to the end of these words. Add full to these words. So rule number 6, the second part, other words Ending in double L used to make a longer word sometimes drop one L and sometimes retains it. So sometimes they lose, sometimes they retain. Like skillful, single L, fulfill, until, still, but unroll, ill, will, farewell, recall, before, downfall, we have double L's. So we'll see care, thought, XLB, add full to ends of these words, care, thought, hope, cheer, peace, doubt, fear, help. See, join these pairs of words to make single words. Skill, full, well, come, fear, well, full, fill, be, fall, ill, will, down, fall, unwell, and root. So answer of exercise E to add all in the beginning. All together, these are with a single S. All together, almost, always, although, already, also, almighty. Almighty, yes. B. Add full to the end. Careful, these are with the single S. Thoughtful, hopeful, cheerful, peaceful, doubtful, fearful, helpful. See, join these pairs of words to make single word. Skill, skillful, full, skillful. Welcome, welcome, farewell, fulfill, befall, ill will, downfall, unwell, and enroll. These are actually like this. Where is the ill will? Ill, ill will. Yes, these are the one words. So students, do you can make the space or you can let it be together. You can ignore it or you can add it. Okay. Useful words and phrases at page number 64. Page number 64. Students, the spelling exercise you will also do. Actually, you will do all exercises in your notebook. Yes, I do. No, I don't. When replying to questions, we often use short answers. If asked, do you clean your teeth every day? We do not reply. Yes, we do not reply. Yes, I clean my teeth every day. We use short form. We do not reply means we do not reply in full. We reply in short. At least we should clean our teeth. Some people, boys or girls, they don't brush their teeth and they don't answer the question. They just smile or they move their face away. So cleanliness is very important. We use short form. We say yes, I do, or no, I don't. So exercise reply to these questions using either yes, I do or no, I don't. Do you ride to school on a bicycle? Do you come by car? Do you come by bus? Do you walk to school? Do you come to school by motorcycle? Do you like school? Do you like school? Number seven, do you work hard? Do you play football? Do you play hockey? Do you play netball? Do you like swimming? Do you like taking medicine? So the answers are in the answer key. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. You can change it according to your taste, no problem. But this is just a practice to answer. So, but you have to write if you write yes. So the important thing is yes with the Y capital. After yes, there is a comma and there is a space also, and I do, then there is a full stop. Similarly, no, N capital, comma, then space, then I and don and apostrophe and then T, then full stop. So no and yes, there are specific answers. So this is all. Complete all the exercise in your notebook and then uh, show it to your parents. You can also send me. But the most important thing is you keep yourself busy in your studies. Students, this session is for you. This online learning is for the students to keep you busy. Even if there is problem, we are still continuing for you. Alhamdulillah. So see you in the next lesson. For now, goodbye. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi.